Well, you had impacts like the kids not being able to get to school, and that's a lot of days they miss school because of that. You have logging that goes on beyond that point. Down at Rangi Point in Mitimiti, even the logging trucks couldn't get through on a bad day. People wanting to, they work out of the area, couldn't get through that point to go to work. Health reasons, the ambulances couldn't get through to go and, if there's an emergency, they couldn't get through, they had to bring the choppers in.
This area is subject to really high intensity localised rainfall events, and they would come periodically. People would generally just ride them out, but the event that changed everything were the big floods in 1999. The lasting legacy was that the whole level of sediment build-up in the delta of the river, where it meets the tidal waters of Hokianga, had risen so much that there was a really severe constriction for any subsequent smaller floods for the water to get away. And from then on, flooding of the roads down from here and properties became increasingly frequent. As time went on, there was a stronger and stronger and more organised voice coming from the community lobbying for action, because our people were really suffering out here and were out of the way, out of the normal sphere of activity of local government agencies, and so unless we did something, nothing would happen.
In terms of the Panguru flood resiliency, or flood mitigation project, it was a collaborative project. For me, the special part of the project was the relationship building aspect, and that really comes through the Regional Council's recognition of the whakapapa, the rich history of Hokianga.
As we worked on this process, it became clear that the benefits of working in this way were being appreciated, both at a community level but also within the Regional Council and the District Council.
This approach was, let's get together, let's talk about how we can do this together, because at the end of the day we want the same result. The best thing is there's a lot of people more on board in regards to working closer with the council, because I think what they appreciate is that they're being asked for their feedback. What do you think?
The Regional Council needs to have a supportive role, I believe, and that really comes down to working within the context of tikanga Māori.
The Working Party would have our own meetings, and then we also, when we came to an agreement about the options of what we were going to do, we would take it wider and have a big community hui, so that we could bring them in to actually explain, this is where we're at, this is what we're going to do, what do you think about that?
It may seem simple, but it's quite a paradigm shift for some people involved in local government. The outcome of this project was that it's certainly brought benefits to our community, but it's also, I believe, brought benefits to the way that our councils work, and I think it's sowed the seed for quite a paradigm shift.
The learnings that the Regional Council has taken away, and hopefully the relationships that have grown out of this project will serve both parties, the Regional Council and the hapu, going forward, because there'll be many issues in the future that local government and mana whenua must work on.